What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to this episode of G4 Outdoors. Today we're going to do a quick overview, tabletop review of the Sig Sauer M400 AR-15.
For the love of guitars, girls, green grass, and guns. Yeah. I was busted outside the...
I'm sure some of you have seen our range review on this rifle. There's been some upgrades on it, so we really hope to get this back out on the range this year, get you guys a better shooting video of this rifle this year. But I'm going to go over this gun, show you some of the upgrades, and talk all about this gun. So first of all, it is the Sig Sauer M400. Don't tread on me. So in the grand scheme of things, an AR-15 is really just an AR-15. You have a lot of subtle differences that make each one of them their own. Sig Sauer has definitely made this rifle their own. Let's just go over some of the talking points on why I like this rifle and what makes this rifle stand out as Sig Sauer's M400. The gas system on here is a direct impingement gas system, and it does have an adjustable gas block on this. So if you want to run lower or hotter ammunition, if you want to put a suppressor on here, anything of that sort, Sig Sauer's got your back on that with the adjustable gas block. This particular model right here is the 223-556 NATO version, so you get the best of both worlds. This isn't just a 223 where you can only use specific 223 ammunition. You can run back and forth between NATO and regular 223 ammo. So the overall length on this is 30 inches, and that's with it collapsed. With it opened up, I don't know how much longer it is, but it is a Magpul SLS buttstock with a 6-position stock on here, which really gives you a comfortable position no matter really what you're using this for. Very comfortable no matter where you put it. So I like the Magpul on here. Along with the barrel, this is a 16-inch barrel with a 1 1/8 twist. One thing I do like about the handguard, I am becoming a fan of the M-LOK over the Picatinny rail. The Picatinny rails are very hard on your hands. Especially, I mean, if you're moving, what are you doing? Especially when you're moving your hands around a lot. The Picatinny rail, it really does rough up your hands. So I like the M-LOK a lot better. It's just smoother on your hands and easier on your hands. So I really like the M-LOK on here. Big fan of that. This does come with a single stage trigger in it, but we installed a CNC trigger in here, adjustable from 2.5 to 5 pounds, I believe. This trigger we will talk about later in another video, but this trigger is absolutely amazing. The original charging handle that comes with this is a very nice charging handle, but we upgraded this one here with the Odin works. It's got an extended release right here. This charging handle is also amazing. We'll go over that in another video for you guys. On Sig Sauer's website, the reviews on this, they total up to a 4.8 star out of 5 on all the reviews. I'm going to quit going to Sig Sauer's website and reading all of this stuff for you guys. I'm going to talk to you for real about it. Okay, so first thing that Andy did when he bought this, he went out and bought a Vortex Strike Fire 2 red dot system. This sight right here is fantastic. And actually, when I first looked through it, I'm picking this red dot up in the scope, and if you've ever tried to record a red dot on camera, you know it's terrifyingly difficult. I just did it on the GoPro with no problem at all. So anyways,
plus I have that dimmed down.
Plus it's dimmed down all the way. So this sight that he has put on here, you pick up the dot immediately. The height of it, just everything about this sight, I'm thoroughly impressed. Vortex makes some of the best optics out there. And the price on this red dot was $170. So you're not going to beat the price for the quality of optic that you got on here. Coming down to the charging handle, he did install an Odin Works charging handle with the extended thumb release right here. This really helps out when you're trying to manipulate the firearm quickly. You can grab it a lot quicker, and it's just a lot more readily accessible right there. If you've ever had an extended charging handle, you know what I'm talking about. The aluminum piece, it's actually all aluminum, so it's I don't think I've ever heard of anybody breaking a plastic charging handle, but most of them are plastic. Most of your factory ones are plastic. This one here is all anodized aluminum, and I just really like the feel of it. It helps everything out a lot better. The safety on this thing, it is a 45-degree selector. 90. Do you see what I'm saying? I'd rather have a 45-degree. It's a minor complaint. I shouldn't even be complaining about it, because once you get it to a certain point, it falls over. So as you can see, it's very positive engagement. There's nothing to worry about. It's just one of those things you notice whenever you're messing around, that you kind of got to throw it a little too far. Another upgrade that Andy made on this is a CNC Trigger. I think I called it a 2.5 pound earlier, but it's actually a 3.5 pound to 5 pound trigger. Now on this trigger, it is easily one of the best triggers that I've had on a production rifle. I mean, I've got some specialized rifles that we're talking down to a 1/2 pound of trigger pull, but that's a different story. This is a basic battle rifle, if that's what you want to call it. Self-defense bedroom gun with a 3.5 pound trigger. Let's you see if you can see. Absolutely zero creep. Let's charge that back up, and I'm going to turn the gun around for a second. So literally watch the creep on this trigger. There is none. There is zero creep. This is one of the most beautiful triggers, drop-in triggers, that I personally have used. So anyway, a big fan of that. What's the price on that trigger? Do you remember that? So the trigger coming in at about $120. Simple drop in. Now, if there's any pansies out there watching gun videos, turn your head for just a second, because now we have a dust shield that Andy also upgraded on this. Welcome to America, everybody. Don't tread on me. When trouble comes, though, you know what you are. On the front of this, you have a very standard muzzle brake. I don't think this is a muzzle brake. This is really just a flash hider. Personally, I would upgrade this to something. Let me get something straight. This gun does not rise when you shoot it. It's a very, very soft shooting rifle. If I could imitate it, looking at the camera, it's probably like that. The recoil is nothing, so the barrel doesn't rise. But personally, I would put a muzzle brake on here to keep it just a little bit flatter. I am not concerned about muzzle flash, but every AR that you come into, it's got something on the barrel, so it's the cool thing to do. So if you've ever held a Sig Sauer pistol of any kind, I have. I love Sig Sauer, and if you like Sig Sauer and the way their pistols feel, you're really going to like this gun, because Sig Sauer incorporated their own pistol grip on here, and it feels just like a Sig. The 365 comes into mind. It's a little bit smaller than the Sig Sauer 320, more like the 365, but I love this handle. It's super comfortable. So let's talk about purchasing one of these. We're just talking MSRP, roundabout numbers. This rifle you can find somewhere around $800. The sight you can find somewhere around $150. The trigger you can find somewhere around $120. So with a grand total of somewhere around $1,000, this rifle is up and ready to go. So get yourself a couple extra magazines every week. Jump out, grab yourself a box of 223, stock up on that ammo, buy yourself a nice hard case to keep all this in for your fun range days, to keep this from getting all beat up, even though that's what it is made for, is to get all beat up. I didn't talk about the forward assist, and there's a reason for that, because I don't believe in them, but they're there. Anyways, guys, this is just a quick tabletop overview of the Sig Sauer M400, don't tread on me, AR-15. If you enjoyed this style of video, guys, it's new to me, new background. I'm out here in Wyoming. I don't know why we're out here filming, but we are. So anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about the Sig Sauer M400, or any other AR-15 for that matter. We'll see you in the next one.
Spent the night and a half the cage. Couldn't wait to get back on stage. Now I'm alright. Woke me up a little appetite for a whole lot of guitars, girls, green grass, and guns.